Hey, this is Marilyn Gigliotti.
Hey, this is Brian O'Halloran.
Hey, everybody. My name is Scott Schiaffo, actor best known as the Chulies Gum Guy from the film Clerks.
And welcome to Clerks Minute.
You're listening to Clerks Minute.
And I'm not even supposed to be here today.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Clerks Minute, the show to look back 1994 Kevin Smith's classic one children's programming minute at a time. I'm Blake.
I'm Kyle.
And we're back, and we continue on from outside the store where Jay and Bob are taping something to the door with their so-called group of burners. Instead of the script.
You know, by group we mean two people.
Yeah. It's like the group, there was more people in the group of stoners in Clueless than there are in this movie.
No.
So, but okay, so we find out that I love the fact, by the way, did Jay's hair look fluffier in this scene for some real apparent reason? Because he comes back and his hair is like bouncy. Like, he just got out of the shower.
I was going to say, this is Jay, and I'm just assume that they kind of filmed these scenes out of order.
But it's just funny. It looks like he just got out of the shower because his hair is all fluffy. It's actually really funny.
Well, what can we say? He's a stoner who prides himself on personal grooming.
Well, that might actually not be inaccurate. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
So, we come back and Jay flips off Randal, which is hysterical. The double burn was hysterical. I didn't expect it. And then we open the door and the perfect framing of Randal's underneath a sign that says, I eat cock. It's absolutely amazing. So funny.
Given the porn he's into, it probably wouldn't be that far off.
So true. Oh, we will get more into that in a little bit. But first things first. By the way, in the script it actually says, okay, this is exactly what it says. This is very funny. Once in place, he raps on the window. Okay. In the script it says here, once in place, he raps on the window. Randal looks out, his face adjacent to the word balloon, making it appear as if he is saying he eats cock. The small group laughs hysterically. We go to black, and our next word on the screen is whimsy. Kyle, what does whimsy mean?
Google definition is playfully quaint or fanciful behavior or humor, or a thing that is fanciful or odd. According to the Cambridge Dictionary, something playful and amusing.
That's pretty funny. Going into the next scene, which we cut back to the Are we back in the store? We're not in the video store. We're actually in the Quick Stop, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. With we have a pause right now, and I just noticed on the bottom, right between Caitlin and Randal, there's a box here that says G-Tech lottery tickets. I don't even know what G-Tech is, but G-Tech lottery tickets is right there, clear as day. And apparently, Randal's enjoying some Apple Jacks and Yoo-Hoo. Which, why not? I don't see it.
There are weirder combinations.
True. So, Caitlin walks in, and the last outfit we're going to see her in, apparently, is that we're done with Caitlin soon. But Randal Graves, scourge of the video rental.
Yeah. And she's just a few pins away from being a TGI Fridays employee.
She is this outfit. That's very funny, but she's like the stereotypical, like, if you're saying it's like the schoolgirl look without the plaid,
yeah,
in like ridiculous porn. That's what they're looking like stereotypical.
Yeah, it's like she just came back from filming a scene with Ron Jeremy.
There you go, perfect. Thank you. You set me up perfectly there. So,
although knowing her habits, it's probably Ron Jeremy and several other guys.
Randal goes and says, and this starts some fantastic zingers between the two of them. But Ladies
and gentlemen, Ms. Asian design major herself,
I was talking over you. Start again.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ms. Asian design major herself, Caitlin Bree.
Very, very funny. Very good.
Here she is, Ms. Asian design major. I don't know if I actually managed to nail that, but
it works for me. Caitlin goes and says, "You saw that article? Isn't that awful?" My mother sent it in. But he's explaining everything we already know. But Randal's reactions are fantastic. Yeah. Because he's like, I take it she likes the guy. Caitlin, you think she was marrying him. Rightfully, she asked him, what are you watching?
Yeah.
Which is a fair question.
Yeah.
And Randall answer,
Children's programming.
Very funny. In our film,
Which I have to say, man, Sesame Street really dipped in quality after so many years.
early 90s, weird time.
Yeah.
So according to the film school reject article we've been referencing this whole time, in here, showing how late we are in the thing, by the way, right at point number 49 on my list here. But anyway, it says the voices you hear in the dialogue are actually for Best of Both Worlds that Randall is watching is Kevin and Dave Klein. They're all over the damn place.
Yeah.
Well, why not? I mean, I'm almost shocked they didn't say Scott Mojo. I'm not gonna lie. I'm shocked.
You know, amazing children's programming.
Or Walt Flanagan. One or the other.
Yeah, amazing children's programming. They took off Don music because they felt that him hitting his head in frustration on a piano would be a bad influence for kids, but they left in the hermaphroditic porn.
What's he gonna do? By the way, are we done with Walt in this movie? I know we're not done with Mosier. I think we're done with Walt for the rest of this movie because we don't have a whole lot left.
Yeah.
And I know we have Mosier pops up again before the end of this movie, but I think we're done with Walt, which is weird. For how much we saw him on back to back scene earlier in the movie, I think we're done with him. Anyway, back here. The children's programming. What did your mom say when you told her you weren't engaged anymore? Caitlin goes and says, on the script it says, she said don't come home until graduation. In the movie it says till after graduation. I'm not quite sure what the difference is between the two, except for one word.
Yeah. Till after graduation, what is that, like the grace period or something?
Well, I'm just trying to figure out how much time left does she have in school. That doesn't matter. Is it a couple of years? Is it like 6 months? Like, I don't know how long it is at this point. I do love Randall's reaction of, no, you got thrown out for Dante? Well, we're in the same boat with you, Randall. Yeah. We were in just the same boat with you, and how ridiculous that sentence is.
Yes. You got thrown out for that dickweed?
And then becomes some playful banter. Caitlin says, what can I say? He does weird things to me.
Like brings out your urge to go and fuck other people. Or basically anybody who has a prick. No, right now she's probably fantasizing about one of the hermaphroditic porn actresses there.
Fun part is, I just love the fact that they actually were like almost flirting between the two of them, having a little bit of fun. It's like, can I watch? You can hold me down. Can I join in? You might be let down. I'm not a hermaphrodite.
Okay, let's be honest. $10 says she's at least considering this.
Oh man, that's funny. And then he go right before we end the scene. Randall's reaction was, "Few are. What makes you think you can maintain a relationship with Dante this time around?" Boom. Question mark. End of scene. End of moment. End of minute.
Mic drop.
And I just actually want to read it. I skipped this paragraph earlier because they didn't have an on-screen scene yet. Jeff, in the commentary track, Jeff Anderson and Lisa Spoon met on the set and ended up becoming engaged. Yeah. And this is a quote from the commentary. So Lisa here, ironically enough, wound up getting engaged to Jeff. Yeah. And by the time this disc comes out, what the disc we're talking about is where the commentary came from. No, they won't be married yet, but they'll be on their way to the altar. The couple eventually married in 1998 and got divorced in 1999. Yeah. So, wow. Celebrity marriages, they never last. Yes. So that is that. We will get more into this conversation and Randall kind of being the best friend in this area. I'm not going to lie. He's being a very, very good friend here. So,
it's a very nice subtle switch over the movie. You present Dante as the responsible, smart one, and then you have Randall as the idiotic, lazy guy, and then as the movie goes on, you see the two that just switch. Mainly because you see that Dante is a bit of a prick, especially when it comes to Veronica.
Yeah. Oh, we got so much more to go with this.
And Randall actually just cares about his friend and is looking out for him.
It's true, and Randall is kind of just neutral, really, at the end of the day, too. He's kind of like, fuck it. I'm in the middle. I'm not really in the middle of any of this, so I'm just going to say what I feel. Yeah. I'm going to say what's on my mind and not give a shit.
Whatever. I do what I want.
Well, I respect that, though. I respect his attitude of like, well, I'm not involved in this. And no matter what I say, it's not going to affect me. Yeah. So it's not like it matters. So, and at the end of the day, Randal, for the rest of this movie, because I was looking ahead for script reasons, and it's like, Randal makes all the points that we're making for the last, like, 2.5 weeks. He's making all of our points, which is fun. I love the fact that that's going to happen. So, we'll get more into that in our next episode. For now, you can find Clerks Minute on the Filling the Void Podcast Network, on all the places you can download podcasts. Rate and review us. We'll read them on the air down the road. Please, people, we need some more positive reviews. We only have one positive review right now. I don't know why I'm begging for reviews. We get a lot of downloads, and we get a lot of tweets liking the show, but I would like our algorithm to go up a little bit. Yeah. Just a tiny bit. Be great. But, that all being said,
a little praise wouldn't irreparably damage our egos.
Well, that's just it, though. We get praise everywhere else. That's the funny part about it. I get a lot of like messages on Twitter or on Facebook saying they like us and we're doing a good job. Keep doing what we're doing. We get a lot of attention. Like, why is it not in the iTunes reviews? I don't understand how that works. So unless people are like, well, it's easier just to tweet you than to actually put a review up, that might be it. You know?
Or they just hate Apple that much.
That might be it, too. It's just weird, because we do get a lot of love from a lot of the people. We are all over the social medias at Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Clerks Minute, and you can comment and pretty much tell us that we're doing good, or what we can change, or the fact that we may laugh too much, as the iTunes review once told us, and things like that. But we're having a lot of fun here. It doesn't make a difference. And we're near the end of the movie, which is also a good thing. I do want to plug friend of the show. I don't do this often enough, but I really should plug him because he does a lot of stuff for us. That Man on Fat Man, good friend of the show. He promotes us all the time on his show, so it's only fair to bring him up over here as well. And of course, the Blake and Sal Show, Fridays, pretty much right after listening to this, go download that show on Fridays. That sounds fair. That all being said, thank you so much for listening to the show. We will see you on Monday with Daniel Barry from the Fourthcasts. That's on Monday's show. Till then, thank you for listening to the Clerks Minute. I'm Blake.
I'm Kyle.
Have a good day, everybody.
What can I say? He does things to me.
Snorting, smoking weed, doing coke, drinking beers, rolling fatties, smoking blunts. Who smokes the blunts? We smoke the blunts, rolling blunts and smoking.
The voices you hear in the dialogue of the best of both worlds porno is actually Kevin Smith and Kevin Kline.
Kevin Smith and Kevin Kline?
Kevin Kline, what did I say?
You said Kevin Kline.
I made a mistake. Let me try that again.